Good morning. How are we all? Well, I've not been on for a couple of weeks, have I? So, just been busy. You know what it's like. It's the run up to Christmas, and it's just been busy, busy, busy. Obviously, there's not a lot I can do on the allotment because it's winter, and I still don't know what's going on with it anyway. So just carry on regardless. I have got a plan for my back garden though, so all will be revealed soon about that. So anyway, I'm up here today. I'm going to have a little bit of a mess about. I'm not doing loads, but I'm going to put some cardboard. So I've got this here, all the Amazon deliveries. So I'm going to put some cardboard on top of my beds now to stop the weeds from coming through, because obviously I don't have to be up here as much now. And I think I'm going to rip the corn out at the bottom bed there, and get that just stripped, and I'll put, like I say, I'll try and spread as much as I can of that card out. I've got a little bit there as well on the bench there, on the chair. Anyway, everything's covered in frost. So what happens at this time of year is, well, it's not this time of year, we've got an early frost really, is when frost goes on your vegetables, what happens is it triggers a sugar in your veggies, and then when the frost dies off and they start growing again, it makes your veggies sweet. So a frost is good for winter vegetables. That's what gives it the sweet taste. So if you buy in vegetables from a hot country, sometimes they're not as sweet as like English, UK veg. So this frost now that's all sat on them will spark off a little reaction inside the plant, and create sugars which make the veggie sweet. So that's good. It's all good. I'll just do some cardboard in and prepare my beds to stop more weeds coming through. And that's it. But first of all, it's time for a cup of tea. Oh no, first of all, it's time for coffee. So let's get the kettle on. Now, first of all, I'm going to take all the tape off because plastic obviously doesn't biodegrade. I don't want plastic on my plots, but I'm not going to cover them with soil this year because I want to get some good rooting going on. And obviously if I'm going to be planting pumpkins on here, then they need the best chance that they've got. So this is just to suppress weeds. Cheers. Run up to Christmas. So that's what we've been doing. So I've been shopping in Manchester. So I couldn't take you there because no gardens there. And I'm just trying to get everything done for the first week of December because I hate that rush of Christmas shopping in December and then there's no way I got anything in, or you know, and you're struggling to get your stuff on your list. So I'm almost there. Can you believe it? We're not even in December, but I should be done by the first week of December anyway. I've got a robin. Oh, I've got a robin. Oh, let's see if I can catch it on camera for you. The world is such a very unstable and unhappy place at the moment. So at the moment, even though my allotment is not functioning, it's somewhere for me to go. And even though I know that there's ongoing issues, me sitting and looking at a little robin, drinking a cup of coffee, means the world to me and lifts my spirits and lifts my mood. So although there's quite a few of you commented that you wouldn't eat anything off it and all the rest of it. Well, I don't think I will be eating anything off it until I know what's going on anyway. But I have had thoughts as well of putting plastic membrane underneath, digging out my beds, putting plastic membrane on them, putting all the soil in the pathways so that I'm not using it to grow in, and filling the beds with bought manure and compost on top of a membrane so there's no contamination in there. So that's one thought that I have had for a couple of beds that I might be using. Obviously there's no chimneys coming out of the factory, so the air isn't going to be contaminated now, is it? That's my thought anyway. I don't know, what do you think? It's just a thought. I'm just trying to think of ways round it, and ways that I can combat this until I know what's going on, because I need to start preparing now for spring, and obviously I don't know what's going on, so I'm just going to go ahead and start planning for spring as though there's nothing wrong with it. I think that's the best way to go, because like I say, with all the things that are going on in the world at the moment, and in our country as well, and all the wrongs and the wrong people and everyone that's making life so miserable, there's nothing to look forward to. So I need this space to keep my head clear, otherwise I'm going to get depressed because I don't work. So this is my safe haven, really. And I'm sure there's a lot of you feel just like I do. It's a depressing world right now, isn't it? And it's a very unstable world as well. So anyway, let's carry on with that cup of coffee. So going back to cardboard, let's have a little chat about that. I've done my beds there. So that'll stop any weeds from coming up. It's not going to stop them all because there's gaps in it and everything. It's not perfect, but it'll just suppress them a little bit. But when you're using cardboard, see, there's contaminants in cardboard as well. It needs to be this cardboard that's dull. It's not shiny. You take the tape off. If there's any like big staples in it or anything, take those out as well, because you don't want them around your veggies. But you can't use this sort of, can you see it's shiny? This is called laminated. So it's got a plastic coating, it's like sprayed on top of it. So you can't use that because it's not going to it's not going to break down. But you can also use this cardboard in your plant pots at home. Yeah, I've had a few comments about people saying they don't use cardboard either because it's full of plastic contaminants, but it probably has got some sort of contamination in it. I can't see it being perfectly organic, but I don't think it's going to kill you. A bit of cardboard, you're not eating it, are you? It's just breaking down into the soil. But you can break that up if you rip it up into little bits and put it in your plant pot. Worms love it, and it creates a really lovely environment for them, and they you just get loads of worms. For some reason they just breed, and you just get tons and tons of worms. And worms are great for your soil because they keep it broken up and they keep it healthy. That biodiversity in your soil is really important. So that's just a little hint. If you don't want to use cardboard, you don't have to, but I do use cardboard, and I have used cardboard because I'm a no-dig gardener. I can't get down and weed. Your joints hurting in this weather as well. Oh, my joints are killing. Agony. Doesn't help. So, what shall I do next? Let's have a look round. This is how far my corn got this year. Bless it, look. Just a mini corn that, innit, for stir fry. So that's it for this one. So I'm sorry it's took a couple of weeks, but I will be updating a bit more soon. More of a bit of a Christmas theme really, just to get us through December. So you have a great weekend, and I shall see you on the next one. Don't know when that's going to be, but I'll unveil my plan for my garden as well. Bye for now. Bye.